Hi, welcome back to Sunday Live. Sorry about last week. We had a family catastrophe. How you doing, Jackie? Yeah, I've heard that you've had
Doing
a
good.
pretty rough week at work.
Oh my gosh, did I have a rough week? Um, I'm telling Jennifer we're live because she always forgets. And she's like, "Why didn't you remind me?" I'm like, "Why don't you know?" So yeah, work was rough, and it's not over. I kind of try to forget about it this weekend, the Saturday and Sunday. I fell last week. If y'all didn't catch my live, so I'm doing paperwork for falling, and it is
Oh,
a
you fell at
crazy nightmare.
work?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So
I
last
didn't hear.
Thursday, leaving the office on 6:30, 6:15 at night, I was walking out of the office past the turnstiles where you badge out, and it's right there for the security guards. Well, there is a wet floor sign out, and I see the mop. The wet floor sign is in the middle of the wet floor. So I'm already walking on the wet floor. And my left foot slipped from underneath me, and I am on my left side on the floor staring. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, there was no stopping it. There was no trying not to fall. And the reason I fell on my left and the way I fell is because I was holding my rolling case really
Yeah.
with my right hand. So that actually helped save me. So it wasn't just me falling backwards on my head. So because I fell on my left side, holding my right side with the bag, so I fell to the left, and then I fell on my hip.
Oh,
So it was kind of painful. I mean, they're like, "Do you need to go to the emergency room? Do you need an ambulance?" Like, no, 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 you know. But I was just like, I rolled over like a starfish, staring at the ceiling. I was just happy it was 6:15 at night, and I didn't have 1,000 people walking next to me.
oh
Um,
my gosh.
yeah, so the next morning, Friday morning, I go into the office and I have training and I have to be there by 8. Tomorrow also we have to be there by 8. Um, I tell my boss, "Hey boss, you know that safety thing we get every year because we have no slip, trips, and falls? I just ruined it for our,
Wow.
section, because I fell." And she's like, "What?" Mind you, new boss has only been there for 4 or 5 weeks. He doesn't know what to do. So he's emailing HR. He's like, "What do
What do
I
I
do for
do? Incident report.
Yeah, so we're still dealing with having to deal that paperwork. And I'm like,
Do
oh,
you have to go
and I
take a
said,
whiz quiz because you
if
fell down?
no, I don't have to do anything, thank goodness. But it was interesting because I said if I hadn't been right in front of the security guard station and I knew I was filmed, I would have just gotten up and walked out. Never would have said a dang thing to anybody. And
Right.
he's like, "You're supposed to report it." I'm like, "But look at the paperwork. It's
Oh,
paperwork."
yeah, it's so
Uh,
fun.
so hey Keith,
Hey,
hey Maria,
Brian.
hey
Hi,
Brian.
Maria. Hey, Apple Blonde.
So
Hi,
that was how.
Jeanette.
So Thursday, pain. Friday, pain. Like I even take
Mm.
ibuprofen and Tylenol. Like they are my best friends because right now they are. And Saturday we were super busy. I mean, I had a lot of things I had to do, so I actually sent out five bags went in the mail. I didn't sell them. I gifted them. So but 5 bags left my collection. Oh, the other thing that happened, I woke up, it wasn't, my live was on Friday, but the trolling comment came Saturday evening. So somebody had watched my live and they put a comment in my live from Friday. That's the comment. I have a troll, y'all. I think what bothers me, not so much the comment, but the 3 likes with the comment. And one of those likes is a commenter. You can comment your own thing. But so here's the thing. So it says like just grow up. Like what if we read it, what does it say?
I'll read it. Grow up. I don't understand someone who almost laughs about overspending every week. Why do you want to put your husband in this position? It's cringe,
But
man.
read
It's
read
cringe,
the
man.
title. Read the title of the live.
I can't. Where
Oh,
is
you
it?
can't see it? It should be right at
Friday.
the top of the
It's a
comment.
haul. James is not. pleased with me.
And I think that's what promoted the troll to click, because it's someone I don't know. It's kind of like a headless account. There's no
Right.
picture with the comment. There's no picture on that person's what do you call it? YouTube account. There's
Right.
nothing. There's nothing there. He's been there since 2021, but you can have several accounts. So basically, it bothered me. It bothered me a lot because he said grow up. And
Grow
that's
up.
something my family used to tell me
Oh, okay.
when we didn't do or act or behave or like the things they wanted me to like the fact that I like cartoons and Disney and I was just like, what the hell? Because I'm just like, obviously this person does not watch me. He watched the first minute of that live or other lives. For the last year or so, only my lives, not my videos. I have 2 to 3 people every live I go on will thumb it down, and I could track it back to an incident that happened. So I kind of know, like, oh, okay, whatever, and I just kind of see it. I'm like, okay, whatever. I told you I have hate watchers and trolls.
It's activity.
Um,
Who cares?
yeah. So the thing that only bugs me is the fact that he said grow up, and it really took me a while to dissect it because I was like, why is this one comment out of all the comments I've ever read bothered me? You know,
Right.
and it's like, and I was like, oh, he didn't watch anything. He watched the first minute of that live where in that live, I opened 5 boxes. It's not the amount of money, it is the massive amount of consumption that I'm having. James doesn't have a problem. Obviously, we've been married for 20 years with me doing what I'm doing. He likes me on YouTube. He doesn't have a problem with me buying backs. He has a problem with me having 500 backs because
Yeah.
encroaching on the rest of our living space. So he wants it so that I can find, because I'm the one complaining, I can't find that bag. What did I do with it? He's like, well, if you would get rid of some, you could find the ones you want. It's like, be
Exactly.
rational.
That makes sense.
Rational.
That makes total sense.
So yeah, it's a trigger alert, total trigger alert. And then, so Saturday, we went to lunch with friends we hadn't seen in 2 years. We went down to San Antonio. We went to the post office. We went to the pharmacy. We stopped by James Avery. I had a charm put on my bracelet. Oh, my ring came back. This, guys, is my original wedding ring. The one I used for my wedding ring. James has the same one. So we have a matching wedding set. This is a sterling silver and garnet, and this is a replica of the Martin Luther ring. So Martin Luther,
I know who you're talking about.
it was his wife. English, British dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his wife made that for him, and I liked it. I always liked the symbology on it, so I got the ring. This is way before I was Episcopalian, but I didn't care. Haters are like street dogs. Let them bark.
I thought you'd appreciate
Oh, that's cool.
that.
That's funny. Yeah, I do appreciate that. So we did that, and then the whole point of me going to San Antonio was I had a tattoo appointment, which I mentioned on my live that I was going to go get a tattoo on Saturday, and I did. So I'm going to try and show this to you. It's all wrapped up, so it's not very clear. But
wow,
that is Sorcerer Mickey in magic watercolor going up to the globe, Mickey globe, which is the Disney Vacation Club symbol, which is the Mickey globe. So this hurt a lot. This not so much. Okay, this was not comfortable. It's not like it feels great, guys. This hurt. The feet hurt a lot. And this part, oh my gosh, this part right here hurt me the most. And it was
yeah.
And so the quote was it was supposed to be a 4-hour tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, guess how long this tattoo took? It was not 4 hours.
Oh no.
It took almost 6 hours. And she was like, well, we can break up the session. And I'm like, if we break this up, I'll never come back. Because the worst part about a tattoo for me isn't getting it. Yes, it hurts. It's the recovery. Once
Yeah,
this wound
when it
starts to
burns.
heal, um, and it starts to, you want to scratch it. So there's plastic. This is new skin.
Mhm.
This new skin stays on there for 4 days, and then I take it off, and then you have another week of its healing. You have to, hater comments is pretty.
I
I
won't
want you
address
to
hate
address the hater
comments.
comments. Yeah, yeah. So, um, so this is how much I love the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and I'm already gonna go back and get some touch up to it because
Thanks, Keith.
I didn't, I didn't realize I needed to get some more white put on here because white is the very last color you do. Um, so yes, I'm her second full tattoo, full rendered color tattoo. Most people apparently the new thing now, people want thin line tattoos, realistic tattoos, and black work. They really don't do color. So it's all this kind of a new, just the new generation. Because I was talking to her, my tattoo artist is 26. I knew her since her mother was pregnant with her. So I know this chick. She's been to extremely prestigious art school. She's really good, and nobody thought she was going to go into tattooing. She didn't either. She thought she was going to go into the video gaming industry. Of course, by the time she graduated college, the video gaming industry was tanking, so that wasn't
Right.
where she went. And she ends up, she's staying local and she's doing art. And I said, look, you're doing what you love to do. You are an amazing artist, and you can do your original art. You can do it's living art. I love
Yeah.
tattoos. I know there's a lot of people who do or do not like tattoos. Do you have one, Julie?
No.
No.
Matt or
Yeah.
I, neither
And
one
if,
have them. My
yeah,
daughter has one, a couple. My sister has tattoos.
it's so normalized that it's almost weird to see people not have them. Until 3 weeks ago, I didn't have one, and I'm 45.
Right.
So, and I was talking to her, like, and when I was in my 20s, the popular tattoos at the time were like fairy tattoos
Yeah.
and lots of fairy tattoos. The tramp stamp was the thing. This was back in the 2000s, and also the Playboy bunny tattoo was like a big thing, which is funny because 20 years down the road, you're like, who cares? That's not even cool anymore. But then it was kind of like the thing to do, in the early 2000s. So anyway, it's always interesting to see
I have seen
are the Chinese symbols.
I have seen tattoos though, however, throughout my career, a lot of tattoos from the good to the bad.
Hmm.
Um tramp stamps on really old women. Um which is okay because you're going to age. Um I had one guy who was in for a gunshot wound, and real big above his nipples in an arch, it said "fuck life." And yeah, I've seen some interesting ones.
Well, after 5 hours of doing this tattoo, actually even before that, I said to James, because James was thinking about getting a larger one on his arm. I said, I love you. You're not doing this. Because I know his pain level tolerance. And I'm like, you're not doing this. It's worth it. It's gorgeous. It's awesome. But 5 hours of constant pain,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm over this. I am over it. And she's like, oh, you're doing great.
I just remember the most interesting one that I ever saw. It was a quadriplegic who was getting a procedure. He became a quad because he wrecked his motorcycle. And he
Mm.
had a full, if this is you, I apologize. I'm not going to say any names. It was a full back tattoo, his entire back. And it was like a painting, and it was him standing at his own gravestone.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's something I've learned also about tattoos is I never ask anybody why you got the tattoo or what does it
Right.
mean. I never ask. I used to when I was young and dumb. And now I'm like, nope. Older and wiser. Don't ask people why they have tattoos and what they are or why they mean. Because they're all different and they're all either it's like I got drunk and I got it, and that tends to be like a
Or it has a
default.
really deep meaning. Yeah.
Yeah. Or they're memorial tattoos. Most people get memorial tattoos. A lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, unless you want that life story and you really know somebody, I wouldn't be asking. But when he says that Bill has her name over his heart, name and a heart over his boob. Well, but so that's cool.
Over his boob.
And as I was talking to my tattoo, I'm like, how in the heck do people do cosmetic tattooing? I mean, my mother has had her lip
Oh, I
tattooed,
don't know.
her
I've had friends
eyeliner,
that have it.
the eyeliner. Oh, yeah, I know. The lip tattoos. My mom, your lips are, um, you have to do many, many, many passes on the lips, and it takes like days to recover, and it's
I can't
really
imagine that
swollen.
scabbing over.
Oh, it's not like you can just cover it up. You have to live with it. Um, did the biker get the tattoo on his back before or after the crash? Jennifer's asking.
I asked him, he got it after the crash.
Yeah. Yep. Deep. Hey, Rachel. Yeah. So I got a tattoo.
He
We were
didn't really need
exhausted.
any anesthesia for his surgery because he was a
Mm.
quad. He couldn't feel anything. So he didn't feel them put that whole back tattoo on. So.
And here's the thing: most of the tattooing part isn't that bad on me. The weirdest part is some parts hurt more than other parts, oddly, but also it's the fact that it was 5 hours, and to do the watercolor
You can
tattoo is a
tell that
building up
if you draw
process.
your nail
Yeah.
across, you can tell it's way more sensitive over your nerve here.
Uh-huh. That's where it was like, oh, kill me now. And that's where the watercolor part of the tattooing is. And it looks amazing. I can't wait for it I mean, the best it ever looks is right when it's first done, it's fresh,
Of course.
and the ink is at its most saturated. So now what's going to happen is it kind of, it's a wound. You have to understand
It'll
little
scab
needles.
over.
Ink,
And then it'll take some of the color with it as it heals.
yes.
And
Yes,
sloughs off.
color, and then the UV rays will over time fade it. That's what kills your tattoos, the
Well, on
sunlight.
the underside of your
So,
arm, it's gonna last a lot longer than if it was on the
oh yeah.
backside.
So I told my husband, I'm like, he was with me the whole time. I told him like, when I told you I was going to get this tattoo and that tattoo added, I think I might need a year to get over this one.
Oh yeah. I
When
watched
he
my
says,
sister and my niece get tattoos one day, and they're just like the whole time. Okay, so that bag that you sent me, I have been carrying it.
yes,
I love this quality, and I might look at these bags again in the future when
find them pre-loved. They are crazy expensive new. I think they're insanely expensive new.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I've got to unload a bunch, and as I was telling Jackie before we started, we are getting a whole mess of furniture, because of a death in the family. But all of my furniture out of here is going to go because it's all IKEA, and I'm getting a real desk and stuff, so we'll be moving that in. And this is all going to storage because we're going to get my daughter something to live in. So we will be looking for something for her. What you doing, Jackie?
Sorry. The text. Yeah, Keith is super happy. He's like, you're getting furniture? Yes.
Yes.
Jenny is actually, my twin is getting rid of furniture. She has waged war on her house. She's getting her space put together. And she's gonna get rid of. They have big bulk furniture coming, so a lot of stuff is going out on the curb. Yeah. She's putting a lot of some old couches, and I'm like, "Are you seriously getting rid of those sofas?" And she's like, "Yes, because I have."
Well, you've been to my house. I don't have any old furniture.
No. Yeah.
It's all So I'm probably going to take the antique sofa and give my daughter like my leather couch Do you remember my leather? You probably don't,
Yeah. Yeah,
because
yeah. No,
we
no, I
didn't sit in
do.
the living room, did we? Did we ever sit in the living room?
Yes, I did. I did because I was staring at your plants.
I
She
just
has a
remember us
oh,
sitting around the table.
well, you sat in the chair, I sat on the couch.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And I was staring at your jungle of plants. I was like, "That's a lot." They're so happy. They're so happy. I've officially killed all my 2 house plants. I've officially killed. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to give it up.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but
tomorrow
Jen's
I will
been
be getting a
packing.
storage unit. No, Matt's doing all the packing over there because it was his parents. And if I'm okay, I have hoarder tendencies. Matt is a minimalist. So this is his parents' stuff. And he learned his lesson. Don't send me a picture and ask me if I want to keep it.
Yes, especially if
He
it's
sent
the
me this
hardest thing I
picture of
have.
this frog doll. And I said, I want the frog, but I don't want the moose. And he said, hoarder.
Well, the thing too, like with me, is like when you show the hardest thing it is for me to get rid of those random bits of paper with my grandmother's handwriting or my dad's handwriting
I
because
have
it's
a
so
box.
distinctive.
I have a
Yeah.
box like that. It's in that room over there for right now. And it's going to go into my filing cabinet. And then what I want to do is just scan it in or put it in. I bought a bunch of those cheap composition books, and I'm going to make
Mhm.
junk journals, and all of that stuff is going in the junk journals. I'm just going to glue
That
it
would
in.
be a smart thing to do to keep those memories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a fun hobby. And as you know, I did start my calligraphy.
Hmm.
We missed one bowling, but we did go Friday night. But yeah, I didn't go to. I went to the meeting for the calligraphy, but then the class they offered it online, so I went ahead and did it online. So these are like it's the very first lesson is just learning how to write, you know, regular old letters. It looks like crap. So I'm hoping that it will improve. Like if I hold this up, I can't. Oh, I got dirty
Oh,
words on
you
this.
know the speaking of junk journaling, the other thing I did this weekend, my twin, we went Saturday when we went and had lunch with my friend and my sister joined us. Jenny and I ran over to the Hallmark store. I know, right? They still have them. Um, and it was so cool. That is a really neat pen nib on
Yeah,
that.
I'll show.
Uh,
You can talk
so
about. You tell your story. I'm
yeah.
gonna just do
So
this
I'm
real
at
quick.
the Hallmark store, and the whole front half of the Hallmark is all stuff like ornaments and toys and cool stuff. It's expensive stuff, but cool stuff. And there was
I
a
don't know
lot
if
of
I can do it
people
like
in the
this.
Hallmark store, and I ended up picking up 2 Hallmark
I
cards that
can't.
were cheaper than me buying them from the Dollar Tree. Hallmark
It
cards. I'm
writes
like,
like
what the
that.
heck? That's
It'll write.
that's pretty. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll try to hold it right. It's
But yeah,
not
I bought a
writing on
couple
this
cards.
because I got.
Yeah, I bought a couple cards at the Hallmark store. Now you have to be careful. You can easily pick up a $5 to $7 card at the Hallmark store, but if you look, they do have the cheaper cards out there too, and they're still cool. So we had a fun time. I got some Lafufus, but I got 2 of the same Lafufus. So one's in my car, one's in here. This is the Hallmark store had these. It was
Its
buy
head's
one get
floppy.
one half
Shake it
off.
a little
I
bit. Its
know
head's
it's like
floppy.
totally wobbly. It's like
Shake its
Linda
body.
Blair.
Shake it. No, hold the body and shake it like you're shaking a baby. that's that's an easy way to
That's
tell.
funny. That's so funny. Like, ah. So I got 2 of the same. And I was showing James. But I did a short video on me unboxing these 2 things. It got almost 1,000 views over this. Over my Labubus. I said I called it a Labubu. But so because there was this article that said that the company Pop Mart is losing money because people aren't really buying the Labubus. I'm like, bullshit. I'm like, I'm sorry. I have been trying to get Labubus off Pop Mart still. Still.
Wait a minute.
I still can't get them.
I'm not catching every what was this?
What was
What was
what?
this, Rachel? Get
What'd
back
Rachel
up
say?
here. I cleaned my purse
Oh, Winnie,
rims. Wait a minute. Here we
because
go.
Carter said that Winnie um is a hoarder
Which
because Winnie hoards
sucks.
hoards packaging. So Rachel's like, oh, I hear is free bags.
Okay.
Yeah. But the thing is, Winnie, you sell your stuff pretty often, so keep those boxes. You're gonna use them. You know, if you sell that box, you never know what you're gonna keep and not keep till you use the thing.
I'm
Oh,
packing everything
speaking,
up because I'm probably going to keep just one representation, like one Hermes box, one Chanel box, one, Julio, one Moterm, but bedazzle them like Kim does over at Levita with Kim.
that's
That's
my new
so
Skull Panda.
cute. Those
So
things are
I'm
just
kind of
cute.
I like the Skull Pandas, but I'm so picky about them. I honestly I am just getting the ones that I'm not doing the blind box. I'm buying other people's boxes
Okay, well,
because
that makes
I'm
sense.
like,
Yeah.
those people who are collecting them, they're getting duplicates. And as long as I can get it near list, I'm happy. Because if I buy something for a list and it's a blind box and it's not what I want, then I'm stuck with it. Right? So I only have two skull pandas. I have this one, you know, and I bedazzled it, and I'm gonna bedazzle the blue one. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah, so that's why I
Yeah,
like
it's a
skull
lot of
pandas,
fun.
is I saw somebody bedazzle them, and I'm like, I have to
What
do
a good
that.
idea. Yeah. I'm going to be
And I
doing
have a new
that and
bag.
trying some painting and learning to watercolor and, of course,
So
doing the
this is my
calligraphy. So, that
my
Rogue, explain the Rogue.
uh-huh. So this is a new Rogue bag to me, a Rogue 25. There is some color transfer over here. Now I just need to get my suede stuff together to clean this, but I could probably lighten that some. So this is when this bag is suede, not microfiber. So it's suede on the interior too. This is a 2021 bag. So this came from a Facebook group seller. They said, "Hey, my girlfriend's selling her bag. Here's the listing." I popped over to the listing and kept an eye on it, and it was a good price at 180, but he offered it. I think I he offered it at like 160 or something less than that, right? And then I saw
That's a good price. I think I
The
want to
Skull Panda.
replace, eventually get a 25, a Rogue 25 when,
I used to
after
poo
my
poo the
bag clean out.
25s. I used to say I only like the big ones, but honestly, after carrying the 25, it is such an easy carry. And I was telling Winnie, like, Winnie, now that I have all these rogues, I'm going to start carrying them all the time because I have them and I keep buying them because I love a boxy tote. So I have to use them. So I'm not going to just let them sit on my shelf. So today I used my Keith Haring one, and tomorrow, this bag I've just put together is for tomorrow. I'm going to use that one. And I love using different bags every day. So that is, I like matching my bags, like matching my accessories, um, more than my clothes. I have way more fun picking what bag I want to use every day. And sometimes I'll wake up tomorrow, and if I don't feel it, I'll change my bag again. You know,
Winnie, that is a great idea. And I think that I just want to get rid of them in 2025. I don't want to buy any more for 2025. For my birthday and Christmas, I'm skipping bags this year until I get some gone. Because it is a hoarder situation at this point. I have more bags than I can use and I need to pick a better number. But I'm going to be really picky about those bags that stay in my collection. In fact, there's not very many in my cabinet right now, but I haven't seriously gone through them. I'm going to be doing that later on tonight. I'm not going to film it because like I said, I got to hurry. And, I'll get back to you on what I am keeping. And then and I thought about when putting them on Poshmarks in lots because I want to get rid of
that
them
would be good.
faster. Or,
Hmm.
well, of course, I'll offer them here first just because. I mean, the people here should get first dibs, but, and then they'll just go up on Poshmark. Um, yeah. So, because I just want to clean them out. I'm tired of being called a hoarder by my husband.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
right.
honestly, I honestly think I've been to your house. You're not a hoarder. You're not. I know you. I know he feels that way, but honestly, you're not. You know, guys, her house is as minimalistic as it can get. Uh, Even down to the artwork. Of course, I'm a maximalist to the extreme,
Yeah.
but I have friends who are actually like Matt minimalists, and yeah, her house is it's more of a minimalist. It's just because that one room has things in it that he's like, "Oh, you're a hoarder." Like, no, there's one room with things in it. This is my room. Go away. Go back to your office. You know.
Yeah, well, I'm looking through pictures right now. I took a picture. Sorry. I took a picture of one of my chickens begging earlier on the back porch.
Which one?
Um, I just leaned over and snapped it for somebody who was asking about him. I think it's Betty.
Hey.
There's Betty
Oh, I was
White,
following.
and there's Winnie, and there's Itzy, who we just always call her Itzy because she's small.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's Betty because her her crown stands up. They're pooping all over the back porch at this point. So I spray it off every night. They like to hang around me, but when they do, they poop all over the porch.
Katie, I get it, right? Like you can't get a Labubu, so you're like, let me get these other things while I'm sitting here looking at them. Okay. I went to the Miniso store, and if you don't know what the Miniso store is, it's one of those places that have blind
Yeah,
boxes,
Winnie,
lots of
me
cute
too.
things, but they don't have online. It's in person, right? Man, blind boxes are $25 to $35 now. I don't care what they are. If you can find one for under 20, that's a deal. And that's not. They shouldn't be that expensive. You know, they're toys. You know, but they are. You know,
Well, K-pop made them fashion, so then there's that.
it is. That's true. It is K-pop's fault for that. You know, it's what got on the everybody's radar again
Yeah.
was K-pop. Uh, but I've always loved toys and things. Like, let's be true. I love toys. I have a Mickey Mouse tattoo, y'all. So and a
Yeah.
Snoopy tattoo over here. So we can't. You know, I can't really see that one. My wrist doesn't want to
Oh,
bend the right way.
so I'm carrying that bag, but when I went to my calligraphy group, this was my bag
Oh,
because
she's
I
so
needed it
pretty.
to be big. It's still got some
Oh,
books in it. Oh, and my bottle of water. That's why it's so damn heavy.
so
Yeah.
how is your calligraphy group? Is it in town
It's
or
good.
like in a different town?
It's just one town over.
Okay. And how about the bowling
And
league?
I've carried this bag too. I haven't been doing my videos because I just no. But it's time to get back into it. Oh, I love that bag. Of course it's a Reed. That's all
Hmm.
Craig's fault. That's all Craig's fault. But it's got real snakeskin. I love the real snakeskin bags.
Winnie, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
I'm kind of the
emotionally
same way
attached
too.
to things.
Like, I don't want to get rid of the bags that I got from Jackie. Even my giant Dooney.
It never occurred to me that it was too big of a bag.
It was when I first saw it and held it, I'm like, holy shit.
It's gorgeous, but it's
And no
heavy.
kidding. I put the crossbody on, which obviously you didn't use. I put the crossbody on where it was, snapped it on, and the top of the bag came to my knees because it was never adjusted. It was still on that. I'm like,
Hmm.
oh my God, this thing's huge. They
I
make those
did get an.
crossbodies like long.
Oh yeah, I like wearing them long though, but I'm round. Um, I got this
Yeah, they're
bag
not
this
that
past
big.
week, and I don't think I
It
showed
would have dropped to
anybody.
my knees if you were wearing it. What is that?
It's a Kate Spade.
Oh, that's
Isn't
interesting.
that pretty?
Is
I
that
know. Kate
leather?
Spade has, yes, Kate Spade has a bunch of different types of branding and badging. This is one of the ones, and I
Mm,
don't think it went over well. So I think this badge
mm,
is leaving, but this is like an
mm.
enamel. It's really pretty.
It can't be Kate Spade approved.
Well, it's past her lifetime,
Yeah.
you know, whoever's doing. But my friend was telling me that Kate Spade is on the um because Kate Spade's part of the Tapestry group, which is part of the Coach group, and Coach is going to focus on Kate Spade in 2027. Apparently, that's the trajectory based on some CEO, something somewhere, someone said, you know, which I'm good. I'm happy with because I think it does. I think the Kate Spade part needs to have a little bit more love put into it since Coach is doing so well right now.
Not right now, Jeanette. First, I'm going to get rid of um, all my extra bags, except ones that I'll probably keep because they're not really worth anything to do art on and,
Yeah,
play around with.
craft. Yep.
Craft. And I'll have, all my crafting supplies out because I moved into this house and everything is still in boxes. But now I've got some organization. This closet's going to be better organized so that I can find things. See, that's the thing. I've got crafting supplies all still in boxes. And so it's hard to do crafts when they're not all in the
Then
same
you can't
box.
find the
Yeah.
supplies. Yeah.
hmm So, but that'll be fun.
So anyway, so Saturday was busy, 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 busy. We did not get home until past 10 o'clock at night. My poor puppies, and they were
Way past your
awesome.
bedtime.
Yeah, way past my. I was dead. I even wore James out. Okay,
Mm.
James even went to bed. We were both in bed by 11 last night. So this morning I was texting my twin. I said, um, I am not going anywhere Sunday. I'm too tired. I took ibuprofen and passed out. And I didn't get out of bed and leave the house again until like 11 o'clock today. And my sister texted me later on and said, "What are you doing? I thought you said you weren't leaving the house." And I'm like, "Well, we got hungry." So we went to the next town over to go get uh, food, and then we ended up going to pick up my bracelet, and then we went to Disney store where I only bought 3 new t-shirts because they were $6 to $7, and then
Your
I
t-shirt
cannot.
collection should be quite big by now.
Is huge. It's ridiculous. I physically do not have enough cabinet space for the amount of shirts I have. So I have to figure something out because I love my Disney collection. Other things will be leaving before I get rid of these t-shirts. And then so then we went to the Miniso to pick up a gift, and then I went
Uh-huh.
over to Box Lunch, and James found a bag. You have no idea how happy it makes me when James says, "I need a bag." I'm like, "What bag? What are you looking for? What do you need to do?" Because Saturday he had taken his PS2 with him, or no, yeah. Which one is it? No, the Switch 2, Switch,
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
One of his handheld devices,
Systems.
and it has a
Oh,
case, but it doesn't have a. He wanted a
it
bandolier
needs a
case.
strap.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So he said, I need another bag," and I'm like, these are the best words I've ever heard. And but he didn't want anything too fussy and fancy. Well, okay, this is kind of fussy and fancy, but he wanted fandom. He didn't just want a normal bag. So we ended up at the box lunch store, and he found a Dragon Ball Z airtight bag. He loves it.
He
He
loves the Super
totally loves it.
Saiyans.
Yeah. So it's like totally, it's forest green, gold embroidery, has a dragon on it. I mean, it's super cool. And I'm just like, yes, James likes a bag. And so he bought a bag.
The
I
only reason I know about Dragon Ball Z is because I had a kid who watched all the Japanese anime. Otherwise, I would have never known.
Dragon Ball Z is 25 years old, still kicking. It's an anime that won't quit. Winnie says it just piles up. I'm like, stop buying. I can't. Winnie, I am the same. I have to learn to let go because I can't stop buying. I can't stop collecting. I can't stop. Oh, that new pretty thing. Oh, that new great color. Oh, that new bag I've
I'm
never seen.
refocusing what I'm getting a new bowling ball. It's much needed. My old one is old. And I want a new bowling bag because mine is literally rusted.
Yeah.
It's
See,
old.
but that's a functional thing.
Yes.
It's to hold a specific thing. And
shifting. And I'm getting calligraphy stuff, and it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
And but I have most of it now, everything I need. And it didn't cost all that. I think I spent $60 total for everything that I would need.
And therapy might be cheaper than buying bags, but I feel that I would still go to therapy and still buy bags.
Yeah.
If I did go therapy, because I think, and James was very, all James said was, before you buy a bag, think about what bag you will replace. You will leave your collection when you add that one in, and if you don't like it enough to get something out of your collection, then you shouldn't buy the bag. And that's, again, he's logical.
Yes, but that's very sweet. But I would be, if I was James and you were my wife, I would be like, if you're going to buy another bag, I want you to pick 2 that you're going to get rid of because you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's already said that, but it's not resonating. So he's trying a different type of logic. So he's saying, well, before you buy the new one, knowing I will buy a new one, what are you going to have? What is it going to replace so that you want it enough to remove something else?
Right.
Well, what's happened to me right now is that I give away or sell off or get rid of the small bags, then a giant tote comes in its place. So the space problem is still a problem. So the 5 bags I got rid of this week that I gifted, they were tote bags. Tote bags I love. But the girl I'm giving them to, she's a new mom. She needs mom things. I think eventually she'll probably end up like with most moms, they'll use backpacks because her mother did the same thing. But because I'm friends with her mom. So the fact that she's now a new mom, I'm like, let me send you some variety of bags. 1 or 2 might work. Keep them, don't keep them, but no, you don't pay me anything. I have so many bags. James is thanking you. And even though I sent out 5 bags, it was only like this much space taken because they were flat bags.
Right.
And you could put them inside the bigger tote. And I mean, it really, it didn't make a dent, you know.
Oh yeah, I put up her comment because it says, yeah, Whitney says, Bill tries to make me do that with shoes. I think I transferred my buying to sneakers. I'm sick. Send help.
I bought new shoes too. But these have grip on them. Like the ones.
Oh yeah. Now Jackie's going to be required to wear safety shoes and a helmet at work.
That's part of the paperwork. The paperwork is, where are you wearing safety? I'm an office worker. I'm not on the. Believe me, we have safety gear.
They're going to make you wear a helmet. You'll be the only one in a helmet.
I had to take my shoes off to walk down the hallway. That is how wet that floor was. I was like, yep.
So you were on bare feet?
Size 9 shoe. Yeah, I had to walk barefooted out of the hallway so I could get enough traction to walk. That's how much water was on that floor.
Yeah.
You know, and it is that Traverso floor, you know, that
I know exactly what you're talking
white,
about. When it's wet, it's slicker and snot.
Yeah, and it's reflective, and you can't. I didn't even and I says, what would you do to make this safer? I'm like, put the sign before the wet water starts. You know, before the wet water, not in the wet water, not in the middle of the wet water.
Warning, not oh look, you fell, because
what they're supposed to do is put the Traverso. It's an Italian. It's not travertine because travertine is marble, but it's traverse, so it's a composite material that's really hard. That's made in. It was originated in Italy. It's used in most government buildings. It's really cool stuff. Very
It's
durable.
speckled.
Very expensive. Very expensive. Um, but so
Terrazzo,
they're supposed to have two signs, one at each end of the wet water, right? No,
where
no,
it
no.
begins and
Instead of putting out
ends.
two signs, they just put one sign in the middle. I'm like, well, this didn't help me. And that's going to be reviewed. It's going to be reviewed. Security, safety,
Security,
building,
security. Yes. Well, yeah, it has to go through. It has to go through. Winnie.
Well, at least I don't have the shot glass collection, the thimble collection, or the spoon collection. I do guiltily have a plate collection. So,
Okay.
of my of people's collecting things, it's like
What kind of plates are you collecting? Just individual plates, or?
I have a whole collection of the Royal Copenhagen themed plates with the years.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I used to have them in my other house on the wall, but in this house I have too much art because I inherited so much from my father that I don't have any wall space. So I never put them out. They're back. They were in my old house, so 10 years I've lived in this house, I haven't put them up.
Yeah, but
I have
Winnie, it'll
more.
also has to go through risk management. Workman's
I
comp.
would be in bed, an ambulance would have picked me up. Well, here's the thing, and I told my friends, like, look, they could take an X-ray of my spine and my back and where I fell. They're gonna see that I have compressed discs. They were there already. So, and since I have actually fractured bones, I know what it feels like. I know I didn't fracture anything. It was just a very deep bruise. Luckily, I didn't hit my head. It could have been so much worse.
It's like you
Chair,
slid
I
in.
would be
It's like you
down.
slid into second base.
Yes, exactly it.
That's the only time I've
No,
ever had a big bruise on my hip is sliding.
yeah.
And
So
then and
it
then
hurt for 2 days.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then I also twisted my ankle so hard one time on second base because it was too high, the mound. Wow, my foot hit it and just twisted my ankle so hard it ripped a tendon off on my right leg. And I was in middle school playing at PE and slid. And they all came running over because my ankle did some funky stuff and everybody saw it. So the coach comes running over and I said, I'm going to pass out now. Please don't call an ambulance.
What grade were you in?
Seventh, sixth or
And you already
seventh.
knew not to call an ambulance?
Yeah. I knew that I was going to pass out and I didn't want him to call an
Yeah.
ambulance because I was going to pass out.
Well, school nurse
I told
first,
him, I
and then
said, I'm going to pass out. I can feel it from the pain. It's just the pain. It's not broken. Don't call an ambulance. So afraid that they would call an ambulance. Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
I still,
No.
when I walk or jog, when I jogged and ran, post that, back in my 5Ks and whatever days, that tendon that's ripped off the outside of my ankle pulls up in a knot right in the middle um, of the right side of my shin. And you can see it there just going, It's not connected. So it fires, and it hurts because it's in the wrong place. Oh, Jennifer
And
calling
that's like, why
ambulance.
not?
Oh, my parents would have killed me. You know how much an ambulance costs, even then?
Yeah. Well, for me, I knew I didn't hit my head, and I could feel that it was just a bruise because, again, and yeah, Winnie, it's true. It probably did make my spine a little bit worse, but I already have screws in there, and I'm always in pain. So it's not as if I can tell you I have. It's just a deeper pain, but And then the next day, I was in training, sitting in chairs that are not good for me, so I was in more pain. So basically, it's like I can't tell you if this is new pain, old pain, extra pain, whatever, because sitting in these chairs would cause me pain anyway. So
Right.
it's and honestly, unless there's some, even with like, there's nothing they can do, even if even if it was a fracture, if because it would have been my femur. There's nothing they can do. They can just say, "Oh, you have a fracture," and you know, it's like, so. I don't know. It just didn't. I would have just gotten up and walked out. I mean, I don't. I'm not saying to do what I do. I'm not saying it's smart. I think everybody. I mean, I'm sure the building would have been happier if I had called an ambulance right then and there. But I didn't. Because I felt like I'm fine. I'm good. I don't want to go to I don't want to go to
Yeah.
the hospital. Yeah.
Jennifer, we had insurance, but ambulance rides were never covered. I mean, um, they're still not covered well, and the companies now are just ripping people off. They're all separate companies. And like I said, the 3 times that Matt's dad got transported, literally across the street, literally $14,000 a piece.
Wow. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm in pain now. I hurt. But I always hurt, and there's nothing they could do before. I don't. I mean, I'm literally lucky to be walking.
You're
So
tore up from
I
the
am
floor
not.
up.
Yeah, yeah. It is funny. People are like, um, "Oh, at this age, and I have this and this issue," and it's like, yeah, it just it, things that happened in your 20s when you got over real quick. Next thing in your 30s, like, ooh, that twinges. Next thing you know, in your 40s, you're like, ow, what did I do? Well, remember the
Right?
20s when you did this
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in my late 20s, I fell down the stairs in my condo and landed really hard on one knee on my patella. And
Hmm.
now my right knee clicks and my patella is a little out of line. But that didn't start until this year.
My aunt got the garage
I
door
have the
fell on
bill.
her. It was one of those old, way back in the day kind of garage doors, and she suffered from issues from that injury for the rest of her life, really, you know? And yeah, so again, I'm just like, I'm not calling an ambulance because I fell.
No.
Now, I'm not saying that's smart. I'm just telling you that's what I did. We all know I might be intelligent, but sometimes that intelligence is just book smart and not like common sense smart and like practical smart. Like people who are really intelligent and can still do stupid things. I'm right there. Like, look at the bag problem that I have. And I love my bags. So, I did decide to keep this bag because I opened this on Friday
Oh, that's
and I
cute.
wasn't
And
sure
that
if I
is a
was going to keep
coach.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I
I
know.
love it.
Yeah, I've been
I love
carrying
it.
this one off and
Oh,
on. I've been going
I
in
wish
and
I had
out
the
of
bigger
this one
one.
because
Yeah.
this is this a bigger
It's
one
so cool.
or is it the same?
I think mine's a smaller. Mine's a 26, I think, or whatever.
Yeah, this seems maybe like a 30.
That one looks bigger. Yeah, this one's smaller. This is not the tiny one, but the one size smaller than, and then there's like the 42 is the one I really want,
One
but
second.
this is like the 20. Yeah. But this one, what makes it so cool, and I didn't know this because I hadn't seen anybody open this box or unbox this particular one, but this actually does say Coach Pride. It says, and it
This
has the
is this is
tag.
12 3/4.
12 3/4. Let me get my
So
measuring stick.
it's wait a minute. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have,
it's 33.
yeah, this one is 10 and a quarter. So this is 10 and a quarter. I wish it was the one you have. So
It's
this
actually
one's
about
a
a 13.
smaller,
About a 13
but
inch
they didn't
bag.
have this. They didn't have this in the larger size, and I got this from the Amazon Coach. So it was like on sale for 147, and it's so pretty. And I told James, this is the only bag I can return. What do you think? And he goes, that's cute.
Hmm. That one is
So
cute.
that's what we have. The other bag I opened up on Friday was this one. It didn't have the strap, so I
Is
was
that
able to
a
say,
Parenza? What is that?
this is
Schooler?
a Michael Kors Manhattan. This
Oh,
is one
okay,
of
yeah.
those,
Yeah, I
yeah.
see it now.
So this is one of those older, but it has that same type of
I remember that the
Cambridge.
Manhattan was done in white leather and then it had iridescent hardware. Yeah.
Yeah. But this one's just the black one, and I bought a strap to go with it from a different they have different variations of this, but I got this thing for $40. I'm like, I'm buying it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good price.
Good good deal myself to the poorhouse because I
Yeah.
love bags, you know? So yeah. Oh, and I was actually gifted, I don't know if you saw that. I was gifted this.
Oh,
Um
that's cute.
Just Beth Just Beth gave me this.
That's
This
nice.
is a tattoo. I would love to get a tattoo of Mickey and
I've
Miss
said it before,
Minnie.
but I think she's in my neck of the woods, but I haven't
She is. She is. I know where she lives, and I've looked it up. She's close. Yeah.
yeah.
Next time I go to Florida, we're gonna meet her.
Okay.
Like, hey, but she's busy. That lady does a lot of stuff. She does not sit around the house. They're off doing things all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, Monica. So what's your week is packing and moving. So what if you're gonna be packing up this room and furniture? Where
Hmm.
are you gonna film from next Sunday?
Hopefully by next Sunday, I will have something set back up in here.
Mm.
But
I
you have to also throw in the mix of 3 ceremonies. Um, I have a trip overnight to Miami, and it's all in these next 2 weeks. So I have to take a little bit of hiatus. But when I come back, I'll probably start, I mean, really Jones into film, but I'm just too busy. And like I've taken a couple of little short video, on my phone, but maybe I'll compilate it or something. I think I'll do that just for the opening of my next video once I get an office back.
Next Sunday I might not be able to go live, but I don't know. I won't
Okay.
know till
I
closer to
don't know if
Sunday.
I'll be able to go live on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be set up
I
yet.
think it's gonna be mightily ambitious of you if you
Yeah.
go live next Sunday.
Because it's not just this room. We're switching out the entire
Hmm.
living room. We're switching out, yeah, all kinds of stuff. And yeah,
Not the dining room though, right?
no,
That's staying.
yes.
Okay, because that's like,
But the dining room may go where the living room is now.
oh, that's so much work. You're flipping your house and you're seriously redoing the whole house.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Christiana.
Hi, Christiana.
Yeah.
Hi, Monica. Missed you. I think I said hi to Rachel and
Oh,
Jennifer. Oh, I know. I've been
Christiana.
talking to Jennifer. I don't think I said hi to Katie. Hi,
I have
Katie.
a tattoo. I know it's hard to see. And I'm not really going to put this on social media, guys. Like, y'all know I have a tattoo. You'll see it on my lives. You'll see it on me. But I'm not going to say, oh, I got a tattoo
Oh,
on my
right.
Facebook or
Under your
Instagram
channel. Yeah,
because
okay.
my
Family.
mother is still living. Okay? My mother and my
Your
two
mother
younger
comes up as
sisters.
a friend suggestion
Mhm,
for me all the time. And I'm like,
yeah.
no.
Yeah. So I don't really need my mother to call me to tell me how dare you do that because my mother's not a
She'll never
tattoo. She does
find
not
you
like
over
tattoos.
here.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then I don't want to influence my two younger sisters because my mother, they live at least on the same country she does. My youngest sister lives on the flat above my mother. They live in a two-flat house, so mom and Klaus are on
Oh,
the bottom. Uh, Dream and her husband are on the top. So
her name is
they live
what?
on two flats. Dream, um, what did you say?
Her name is Dream.
Dream, yeah, Dream.
Who's the
Her name is
hippie?
Moon Fun. Well, her name, no, no,
Oh,
no. Her name is Moon Fun. Moon
okay.
Fun translated means dream.
Dream.
So Moon
Okay.
Fun is her name. So Moon Fun lives on the top floor with her husband Casper, and then downstairs Mom and Klaus live. So and then the older daughter lives over about an hour away in
Okay.
Odense, which is in Denmark, but I don't want to influence them. Like, oh my gosh, because Jennifer has tattoos, I have tattoos now. We don't, and my mother is very against tattoos,
How
very
old
against
are
them.
the younger girls?
They're in their 30s
30s?
and late 20s. Yeah. So,
Ah,
I mean, I'm 45, first time I got one, so I can't say they won't get one if they want to, but um Thai people, Buddhist people have traditional Thai people have cultural association with tattoos that are not like our modern day tattoos. Like modern Thai people get tattoos like us Americans do. It's just art, it's just pretty. But
right,
traditional tattoos, like when my mom's generation, traditional tattoos were given to you by mostly by monks, and they were spiritual and religious, and they
right.
were to help your spirit be stronger, which means it's an indication of a weak spirit if you have tattoos. So that's why my mother doesn't like tattoos, right? So I'm like, I get it, mom, but this is not. It's a Disney Mickey Mouse, okay? It's not a spiritual religious thing.
Hi, Dawn. Um, okay, yeah, well, that makes sense. That makes total
Yeah, so
sense.
I understand her traditional religious experience. And like in Japan, they absolutely associate tattooing with the Yakuza, which is their mafia version or whatever. And even modern day tattoos that are just fan art or whatever, there's places in Japan that you can't go in if you have exposed tattoos. Like they won't let you
Oh,
in. And they won't let
yeah.
you go to some of the bathhouses and spa
Yeah,
places because their association is very negative. So in Asia, tattooing is seen differently, even though, from what I understand, tattooing from the modern perspective, it originated from like Borneo. It was like from
right.
Asia. But
Well,
anyway,
I guess no one can accuse you. I don't know what kind of gang you would be in with that tattoo.
what? Yeah, magic.
Magic. Magic.
I have a sorcerer mouse on my arm.
Hmm. Magic the Gathering.
Oh, I played that in the 90s. Come on, we all did.
Oh, my kids did in the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I
my
played it. I was
kids
really good
are
at it.
between, let's see, yeah, getting up there. 36 is the oldest.
Jennifer says I'm in the Disney gang. Yeah.
Disney Gang
Yeah,
Gang.
I am in the club. It is a little bit like y'all, Disney. Oh, Saya, look,
Hello,
Saya,
aloha,
look at my
Saya.
Mickey. Disney people are very much like Disney adults. If you follow the Facebook groups for Disney, Disney Bounding, Disney, there's all types of
It's a
Disney
cult.
groups. We make the bag people on the coach site look like nothing.
Hmm.
There's nothing
Hmm.
more passionate than penetrating Disney adulting, where to go, what to do, how to do it, where to buy it, where to stay. You think Coach
What's it
Gone
called
Rogue is
when they
crazy?
cosplay and go to Disney?
Yeah, well, they can't technically wear costume, but they can
No,
wear
no.
thematic.
They wear
Yeah,
thematics. Like they
yeah,
can wear
yeah.
like as long as they're not
Because
head to toe.
I mean, we went to our honeymoon was at Disney, right, Paris. So I
Dapper
can't.
days. Dapper days.
Just the closest, the only thing that's keeping me from being full on Disney completely insanity is that I didn't get married at Disney or engaged.
Oh, yeah.
There's whole communities of people who where to go get engaged, you get the photo in Disney, have the wedding at Disney. I mean, it is a thing. People are full on for that fantasy life, and I miss that one.
Hashtag Disney's a dirty word these days, if you haven't realized.
It is. I know. I
Yeah.
know. I still love it. I don't care. It's like I can't like anything anymore. So
Oh, I
everything
know.
has
I
something.
know.
If you
Well,
dig, if you dig too deep,
you can't like or dislike anything anymore. And well, at least don't talk about it. Don't talk
yes.
about it.
Um, and you have to be
Shh.
yeah, yeah. See, the weird thing is, growing up in Thailand in the 80s, there was already governmental censorship then, and there still is in Thailand. So we kind of grew up with different rules than Americans had when it came to talking about things. Like, you never said negative things about the monarchy, and you never, there's a lot of social etiquettes that you just grow up with culturally
Mhm.
that don't exist in America. And I think now what we're learning is, whoa, maybe,
Mm.
yeah,
And
yeah,
everybody's in
yeah.
their own echo chamber. Nobody's listening to the same thing. So it's a mess. Um, Jolie, you'll love this. A larger content creator that I've known for years tried to tell me off. What the hell did you do?
What did you do? I got trolled. Client trolled. The troller said I need to grow up because, obviously I'm a child. So wait a minute. A larger content creator I've known for years tried. For what? You're like the nicest person ever, Saya. What did you say? You didn't like their bag? I mean, what really?
Jackie, I guess you are among the very young at heart. That's not how that tune goes, but you know.
Well, it's like life. Being an adult, other than going to work and paying my bills and doing those things I do anyway, slightly overrated. I mean, it's nice to be able to do whatever I want to do when I want to do it, but it was also really nice being a kid when I didn't have to worry about paying for the light bill, you know, and I didn't have a consequence for, my mother used to follow us when we were children saying, turn off the lights, you rich kids. I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about? Because this costs money. If you're not in the room, turn off the light. I'm like,
Right.
talking about,
And
Mom?
I used I was in the habit my whole life, and it always seemed to work out in my first marriage. And in this marriage, I have a habit of locking the door behind me and walking through a room and turning lights off, forgetting that Matt's outside and locking him out. As happens. And I'll turn off lights, while he's in the room and walk up through. So,
Saya said all
yeah.
he did was reshare a video of CK saying the Maui fires happened because Hawaiians worship pagan idols. All did was who said that? That is complete. That is like, what the hell? Whoever said that, someone does not have any.
Well,
Oh,
nobody's paying attention to any of the negative things.
she sent me a very long DM telling me how horrible I was and how horrible the. You know, I realize I am a huge gay supporter,
That
and
makes me really sad.
only in a way that somebody who isn't gay can be, because gay
So I
people
send
really
me a
are to be
message and tell me who that was. I want to know.
doing the gay pride flag everywhere all the time. But I cannot stand people like
Thank
that.
you.
I would like, tell me who that is, Saya,
I
too,
know
so
who
I
that
can
is.
unfollow. Okay, because I'm like, oh my dear, no. And
Erica?
pagans, really? Really, the fires? I mean, what about California that's burned down a few thousand times at this point because of natural occurrences and in the environment? Oh my gosh. Really? Oh, people like that drive me nuts. Oh, it's like, let's just say she's not in a girly
Yeah, I
world.
wasn't going to
Yeah,
say
well,
that, but yeah,
whoa,
Erica.
no.
I've
No.
seen her IRL. She goes to the Millennial Mall.
How horrible the gays are and unfollowed me. Seriously, it's lumped an entire group of people just because people are mean. You know,
Well,
I
they're
just can't
also
believe.
being hounded every day and being, about they're dehumanizing people.
Mhm.
It's not cool.
It's ridiculous. Mm-mm.
I have this cross pencil, and then my lead is not working. It's coming out and then breaking off real quick. I know it's got a lot in there. Anyway, sorry, I started playing with that. Wow, that's
Well, I was talking. So I'm talking to my friend who is gay, right? She's also she's with her girlfriend. They have been together for 3 years now. Girlfriend's family just found out that they're together and have been for 3 years now.
Okay.
Um, their girlfriend's brother has been in a relationship, in a gay relationship, for 7 years. Mom and dad found out 3 years ago. So at the same time, the two girls were getting together. Her brother was announcing to family, "Hey, I'm gay. I have a boyfriend. We've been together for years, and I'm now telling you, showing you I'm in a relationship." So the girl is like, "Okay, we can't tell anybody. We cannot tell anybody until my parents get over this." I'm like, this should not be life. This should not be how people treat their kids. It's like, this is their kids. They're successful, awesome people, working, educated, and their parents are going to sit there and be mad at them because they're in a gay relationship. It's like, shouldn't you just be happy they're happy? It's like, but I can't even tell my mother I have a tattoo, so I get it. I get part of it, a little part of it, but it's just, man, I can't believe people. Actually, I can.
Hmm.
I can.
I gotta look over here on make sure. I don't think I'm subscribed, but just in case I
I'm
am,
not to her. So that person, I'm not. I don't watch them.
I just read what she sent to him. I'm not gonna read it on here.
It's rude. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I hate rude people. You know? So
It's
anyway,
sick. It's sick.
I was carrying my gay pride bag all
No, I'm not
over. And
subscribed. Good.
I'm thinking about one of the tattoos I want to get, and I told James about this, is this one. It's it's just a rainbow. It's not actually the gay pride flag because there's more colors in it now. But this rainbow, it's nice though because it doesn't matter. Rainbows are just been kind of ubiquitous with gay pride that it doesn't matter if it doesn't have all the colors. People just assume, you know.
Supposed to
Yeah.
be a promise from God. There'll be no more flooding.
Well, you know, I haven't had the
Just
best.
saying.
I just left my church, so I'm religious, guys. I'm religious. I read the Bible. I'm a Christian, and this is what bothers me. And I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there. So if y'all don't like religious talk, bow out now.
I don't mind religious
Uh,
talk. I don't care. I read it all.
yeah. Well, the thing is, like, what bothers me so much with the church, I'm part of the United Methodist Church. My particular church disaffiliated and became the Global Methodist Church, which is different than the United Methodist Church.
Sounds like a
And there's a
mega
whole
church.
backstory. But the thing is, this new preacher guy, he's in, but we need to spread the word of Jesus and tell people that Jesus loves them and they have to love Jesus. And I looked at my husband. I said, James, do you know anybody in this area, in our French group, anyone other than my mother who isn't Christian? And he's like, nope. Like, who exactly are we supposed to be talking to about this? Jesus loves them? Or is what we're talking about is
Exactly.
you need to come to my church versus the church you're already in.
Right. Right.
Everybody I know believes in Jesus.
I
You know,
bet you.
I haven't
I
met
bet you,
yeah.
Jackie. It has 120% nothing to do with tithes.
Oh yeah, right, yep. Well, the thing is, like in my area, because
Sorry.
I'm in a small town, I don't even know people that are Buddhist or Muslim. Seriously, everybody I know in this town that I know are all Christian. Like I'm telling you, the
Same here.
third question you ask is, "Oh, what church do you go to?" I mean, that's more important than what your political affiliation is in this
And
town.
out on the
Is
road,
what
out
church you go
on the
to.
main road, out the closest like main road that you came down, the one before you turned onto the dirt road. That all of that property is owned by Pentecostals all the way down to the next highway. That's so there's a lot of the people, who don't wear stockings and wear tennis shoes and skirts and grow their hair really
So
long.
it's not really about, and they always say it's about spreading the word of Jesus and Jesus loves them, and I get that, but what they're really saying is we want you to come to our particular definition of what
Our
Jesus is.
brand. It's our brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a brand. They're all
Yeah. So
branded.
James and I we're going back to well, we'll just read and study on our own. Yeah. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
you
is
can
just,
get
I
study
mean,
guides and just do it on your own. If you,
yeah,
especially
there's
if
a
you're
whole
just going
thread.
for Bible study.
Yeah. Which is really what I like. I like the cultural reference of what was happening at the time when these things were happening, what was in the environment. And I like the history part of religion a lot. And like, I don't like I tell my friends and family, like, look, according to my mom's religion, she gets reincarnated. According
Mm-hmm.
to me, I just die and go to heaven or hell or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's going to happen. They're like, and they're, well, aren't you worried that your mother is going to go to hell? No, according to her belief, she's going to be reincarnated. And I'm not going to sit here and argue with her that that's not what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, you know?
Yes, here's our rainbow definition. A promise that the world would not be destroyed by flood. It was what Noah saw when the water started to recede. Yeah. Um, Walmart has a few Christmas trees in the store now. Bible study is always through the lens of whatever faith you belong to. That is 100% correct on.
Mm-hmm.
My mom tells me about her Catholic school, and I read that book, Cloistered, because nuns just fascinate me, especially the cloistered, where you go and you're in a monastery type thing. Well, it's probably a nunnery, and you never leave it, and you don't speak. They take a vow of silence, and yeah, brides of Christ.
I've always wondered why in Thai Buddhism, at least it's Theravada Buddhist, that um, the monks have a certain
Don't they do?
protocol, and then
Don't they have the
the
silent thing
women.
too?
Well, no, and then the women who become monks, because there's women monks, it's a much smaller subsection, have a whole different, complete different rule. Uh, and part of it, I think with the women is the silence, and the men, you know, is different. But the women are in white robes, the men are in orange saffron robes. I don't know.
That's so true. Especially like the Omen and what are the other ones? All the ones that have all of the, yeah, especially the Omen. Name some other ones. The Nun. I don't think I saw the Nun. Yeah.
I don't watch horror because I get scared.
Apparently you're a
Which is why
child
people watch
though.
horror.
You have to
I
remember that.
I do. Oh yeah, true. I'm a kid. I need to grow up. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Just a little kid.
Whatever. So ridiculous. I'm just like, dude. As far as I'm concerned, I've been living on borrowed time since 2012,
Yeah.
and we're gonna live my life
Well,
just like the way I want to.
yeah. People change when they get like a cancer diagnosis or they're in a horrible car accident or they're
You lose your
diagnosed
loved
with some
ones.
crippling diseases. Yeah, you lose
Hmm.
oh, here we go.
I could tell you what
The
Craig used to say.
Exorcist,
So
awesome. One of my favorites. Have it. The Omen, The Sentinel have not seen. The Covenant, not sure, and Saint Maud. But I will definitely go look at those. Let me take a screenshot. Because I love religious horror. I can't help it. A
I like
screenshot.
religious satire, so I like Dogma. When that movie came out, I thought
Oh,
that
I
movie
love
was
Dogma.
hilarious. Yeah.
Dogma. Oh my goodness, it has so many things in it. But it's just I love it.
That is a movie I do not think they can make again today. I don't
No.
think it would fly.
And Alanis Morissette playing God was awesome. She's like,
Not to
not
pivot,
to
I started
pivot.
Bogovi. Wow, that's awesome, Saya. How'd you
Holy crap.
feel? Like that's a lot of weight to
Yeah,
have
it
lost
is.
in the few months. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you, Don. I would appreciate that. I'm going to play them in the background while I work tonight. Oh, Dogma
See,
was
I
hysterical.
can't believe you can watch horror films and then at night. No. I can't.
Oh, okay. See, I have this thing in my brain that says they're Hollywood actors and it's a movie.
It's always the music that gets me. It's always the music that
Oh
gets
yeah,
me.
the music's pretty cool.
I
Yeah,
can watch it on mute. I can watch all horror on mute and have no problem.
I think that I've watched Dogma within the past 6 months because it's pretty. It's pretty. Oh, look at you! Time for bed.
Tired.
Okay. Well, Serial Mom is hilarious.
I have no idea what that is.
It's Kathy romancing the
Right?
stone. No,
Oh, I know her.
Kathleen Turner.
Yeah.
Serial Mom is hilarious. I love it.
Maria, before we leave, I want to tell Maria Louise Loves Luxury. I have a new Aspinall bag coming to me. Okay, it's not new. It's new. Like I got it from eBay new, but I really wish I'd gotten the purple one that I saw, but I missed out on that one. So I got this beige Aspinall London bag. It's pretty cool. I was actually kind of happy about it, but it's still in the mail. Yeah, poor James.
I still want to, when I get everything down, I still want at least one mulberry. And I don't know if I'm going to do Aspinall. And I might get Lurder. Is it Lurder? Oh, shoot. It just left my brain.
The one from the Queen Elizabeth bag. Yeah. I want one of those too, but
Honor, LA.
Yeah. They're $2,000 every time you try to find one though.
Yeah, just gonna have one made. Because you can just have it made wherever you want.
It. Let me show you the bag. I'm showing. Well, come on, go back to the original listing. Wait.
I want the mulberry. One of the smaller.
Whatever this style is. That's the one with the hobo. Yeah, the hobo style. Yeah, but they're so expensive that when I saw this one, it has a little of a war wound. There's a scar on it somewhere, and I'm like, I like it. I still will buy it. It has the it's that weird beige color that I always love buying. That weird taupey beige, Let's
see what they got over there.
I have one mulberry, but it's not. It's not the current mulberry. It's the older mulberry from way back.
I like the
made
older
in England.
one that looks like
actually the one I have is made in Hungary.
But it's smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got some new ones.
Yeah.
The smaller Bayswater. I don't think they have it anymore, but now they have one called the Roxanne. That's new.
I had a Bayswater and I had an Alexa. They didn't work out for me, but I do have one in the Darwin leather collection. They don't even make anymore. I love that one.
I like that one. I like that too.
Yeah.
I don't want the regular mulberry. I want the small one, which I don't think they sell anymore because it looks like the regular Bayswater, but it comes with a crossbody strap. And I don't think they sell it anymore. Oh, they have another new one. Small iris. That's interesting.
Okay,
guys.
They
have a Bayswater satchel. Okay. Here you go.
I like satchels.
They have a Bayswater satchel now.
That's cute.
That
I like that.
Is what I would like.
That's very pretty. Yeah.
Comes in 5 colors right now.
How much? $2.5 grand?
$15.45. Not that bad.
15.
Okay, on that note.
Good night, everybody.
Peace. Have a good night.